Ron Wolfley here for Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and ArizonaSports.com. And this is the Big Red Wolf Report, where we consider the game that will be by dragging it through the prism of the game that was. Last week, the Arizona Cardinals defeated the Oakland Raiders in Oakland 24-13. The Raiders game continued to highlight the reason for the season the Cards are having. They find ways to win games. 5-1 looks really good on paper, but now they take on the Philadelphia Eagles at University of Phoenix Stadium, and their 5-1 looks good on film. Big Red point number one. Run the ball like the dogs of war are nipping at your heels. Big Red needs to run the ball like they did last week in Oakland. The Cards ran the ball 37 times against the Raiders, and although they didn't dominate the line of scrimmage, they ran the ball effectively enough in the second half to move the chains by putting them in multiple third and manageable situations. The Cards had drives of 8 and 12 plays in the second half, running the ball 15 of the 20 plays they ran. Possessions will be critical. Last week, the Cards had only 4 possessions in the second half against the Raiders. That kind of possession premium will help the Cards win this game because it will shorten the game and theoretically give the Cards defense a blow on the sideline. The Cards need to run the ball like Chip Kelly runs plays, with alacrity and urgency. Big Red point number 2, beat the Blitz. The Eagles are a blitz-heavy team. They like to come after opposing quarterbacks and do it often. Philadelphia has 19 sacks on the season and are number 10 in sacks per attempt. Trent Cole and Connor Barwin have 9.5 sacks between them, and Vinny Curry has 4 sacks in 6 games as well. They love coming off the edge. The Cards have done a very good job picking up the blitz and scored a couple of touchdowns against the Raiders in blitz situations last week. They'll need to be good again on Sunday. One of the best ways to do this is keep Palmer out of third and obvious pass situations. Blitzing a capable Q in third and manageable situations like 3rd and 3 to 5 loses a lot of its luster because it's difficult to make tackles in front of the sticks on hot reads. Big Red point number 3, tackle Shady McCoy and Darren Sproles. The Big Red Wolf Report believes that Darren Sproles will play on Sunday, even though he might be a game-time decision. Sproles and LaSean McCoy form a dynamic duo, explosive and freakishly athletic. It's that athleticism that has me concerned. One of the most underrated components of a Chip Kelly offense is its ability to run the football. The Eagles are number 14 in rushing yards per game and number 14 in rushing yards per play. They run the football using a lot of zone read, inside zone, and tackle zone. This is a concern to me because of Philadelphia's explosive running backs and the lack of raw athleticism inside the Cards' front 7. The Cards stuffed the Raiders last week and boasts the number 1 rush defense in the league, both in yards per game allowed and yards per play allowed. But they don't have a ton of athleticism within their front 7. And McCoy and Sproles, they bend plays back, they bounce inside plays to the outside, and make people miss in the open field as well as anybody in the league. The Cards need to run to the ball and gang tackle better than they have in any game they've played thus far. This game is going to be a barometer for many analysts and fans across the league. The Eagles are 5-1 and the number 3 scoring team in the league. The Cards are 5-1 and play lockdown defense, especially in the fourth quarter. Somebody is going to 6-1, and the talk of the NFC will be the fruit of their labor. Let's hope that somebody is wearing red. For Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and ArizonaSports.com, I'm Ron Wolfley, hoping you never explode like a November pumpkin.